Salarah Starre is a UK-based advanced law of attraction teacher trainer, coach, public speaker, and leading wellness expert. She will share life-changing wisdom about the law of attraction and how you can use this powerful universal law to build a foundation for bigger and bolder manifesting results. It is time to create the life you deserve, and with Salarah's help, you will.
And a very, very warm welcome to Manifesting Made Easy with myself, Salarah Starre. As usual, an absolute honor to be with you and to share wisdom and information that I know is life-changing. Why? Because it's changed my life, and I've watched it change the life of thousands of my clients as well. The law of attraction is an exciting subject. So with that in mind, if you're new to the show, I am Salarah Starre, your law of attraction teacher, coach, and spiritual mentor. I help you master your manifestations and your life. Today, we're going to be talking about unveiling the potential of the law of attraction. Before I do a really lovely deep dive into some wonderful topics for us today, I just want to say that I've come back from a boutique festival in Dorset, Southern England. And it was probably one of the most beautiful festivals I've ever been to. So if you are around this time next year and you are in Dorset, mark it in your calendar. The consciousness expansion, the heart opening, the connection, the community, the dancing, the laughing, the learning, the shopping. It was just absolutely mind-blowingly beautiful. And I'm bringing the show to you today with so much gratitude in my heart, so much love for the organizers, and just with an absolute desire to share more with you, to help you to grow, to expand, and become the best that you can be. So, my dear friends, have you ever been told, now you would have been, especially if you've been listening to my show, but if you're new to this, very warm welcome, that changing your thoughts and beliefs can lead to realizing your dreams. You might be sitting there drinking your cup of tea, washing up, driving your car, and you go, yeah, I have been told that. But let's just stop for a minute. How are your thoughts right now? Are they in alignment with your dreams? Are you there thinking about all the bills you have to pay, or the argument you might have had with someone in the supermarket, or the packing you've got to do for your holiday? Where are your thoughts right now? Or where were your thoughts before this show? Was it this show was it your thoughts that encouraged you to listen to the show? Or you're just thinking, oh, you know what, I fancy a little bit of a Salarah fix, I'll pop the show on. Regardless of what has brought you here, this, my beautiful friend, is such an important reminder for you to keep your thoughts on track with your desired destination. And your mind is going to wander through life. There's 101 different things constantly taking our focus all the time. So it's only natural that your mind is going to wander. And this is your gentle reminder to bring it back to your vision, bring it back to your dreams, bring your thoughts back to what it is that you are creating. Now, for some people, the concept of just changing their thoughts and the reality changes might sound too good to be true. But you know what? There is actual science behind this. And as spiritual and as woo-woo as I like to be, I also like a little bit of grounded science. And there's a part of me that says, show me how. I want to know exactly how the science of this works. There's a beautiful lady called Lynn McTaggart. She's written a great book called The Field, amongst many other fantastic books. And she's actually interviewed quantum physicists and got some amazing information about the science behind the law of attraction. So I highly recommend, if that's something that you think, yeah, I am that type of person, I do like to have proof, or in fact, I'm just interested, or whatever it might be, I highly recommend you downloading that book on Audible or buying it and having a listen. I had to listen to it a couple of times to really get my head around it, but the information in there is so good that you will have no doubt by the end of some of her books that there is absolutely a science behind the law of attraction. So in this episode, we're going to explore the absolutely fascinating connection between our mindset, our actions, and then, of course, the manifestation of our desire. So it's really important that our thoughts are on track with where it is that we want to go, what it is that we want to achieve. And as you've probably discovered so far, that there is one size does not fit all with the law of attraction. There is a lot to it. And in previous shows, I've had the absolute pleasure to bring information forward to you with regards to the rich tapestry of what makes up a manifestation. So we're going to delve into some of the principles of manifestation, and also how to understand how it also goes beyond wishful thinking as well. In fact, using that term wishful thinking brings me back to a conversation I was having with a couple of friends of mine via text, and I felt like a heavy heart when I was saying something to them. It's like, oh yeah, wishful thinking. And I was like, no, what am I doing? Where am I going with this? And then I stopped and thought, well, actually, why does wishful thinking, those two words, have to have a heaviness behind them? Why can't wishful thinking be like an exciting thing? So instead of me going, oh yeah, and feeling a bit down, thinking, yeah, well, wishful thinking, I was like, no, wishful thinking, yes, my thoughts are casting spells and they are creating my reality. And it's okay to have wishful thinking because dreams really do come true. I remember when I was a teenager, up to all sorts of nonsense, I might add, I used to love playing the song Dreams Can Come True. And I used to sing it, play it over and over again, knowing in my heart that dreams absolutely do come true. You gotta have them. You gotta be strong. It's just a question of time. And then she goes on to say, I knew we'd be together and that you'd be mine. I imagine that with my manifestation. So whether it's a house, whether it's a car, whether it's an opportunity, whether it's a connection, whatever it might be, I knew we'd be together and that you'd be mine. I want you here forever. So I used to adapt all the words I used to adapt my visuals to the songs, and I used to use music as a powerful manifesting tool, actually. So anyway, I digress. Bring me back on track. Thank you very much, Salarah. Let's get back to it. So we do have a part in our brain. It's called the default mode network. Now, some of us who have been through a huge amount of stresses or trauma have a very active default mode network in the brain. And this is responsible for keeping us safe, but it can also be responsible for haunting us with catastrophizing, negative outcomes, negative thinking. So for those of us who do have a bit more of a predisposition of more of an active default mode network in the brain, it does mean that we do need to work a little bit harder in order to keep that under control in the nicest possible way, and to be able to make sure it doesn't control us and take us off on all these thought form tangents, which are completely the opposite of what it is that we are wanting to create. Therefore, wonderful techniques and tools, meditation, they're all great self-regulation techniques. When I use the word self-regulation, I'm talking about how to regulate the nervous system, how to regulate our thoughts, which then regulate our nervous system. Meditation, mindfulness, art, dancing, whatever it might be. That's why these manifestation tools or well-being tools or self-regulation tools are so popular. It's because they have been scientifically proven to close the default mode network down in the brain, or at least turn the volume of it down, in order for us to then activate our parasympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for all the feel-good hormones, dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin, and oxytocin, such like, if I can say it, put my teeth in. And when all of these are flooding our system, we are in an open and expansive space for manifestation. So this morning, I played one of Karen Drucker's songs. Oh, and I absolutely loved it. And it reminded me just how much I love music and how to use music in your manifestation practice. So we're going to be exploring a little bit more about the principles and, like I said, how it goes beyond wishful thinking. So understanding manifestation is an important part of the process. You may want to go and visit some of the previous shows, as I do a little bit more of a deeper dive, a little bit of a foundational understanding of what is manifestation, what is the law of attraction. But the way I understand it now on a deeper level and in a very small nutshell is manifestation, instead of having superficial thoughts just about tasks around the house or getting by from one moment to the next, or having limited beliefs in what we are capable of, powerful manifestation is going beyond all of that. It's a genuine understanding that we are powerful beings that have the ability to create a phenomenal reality for ourselves by overcoming our limiting beliefs, by healing experiences from the past, using the power of visualization and affirmation in order to then rewire our brains to realize a completely new reality. This is all crucial for manifestation. So manifestation involves aligning your mindset, aligning your thoughts, aligning your behaviors, aligning your actions towards your desired reality. It's not just about getting a pen and paper and journaling about what you want your future to look like and then going back into the same old reality. It's like, what 1% difference can I make in my world today that can help make what it is that I want to experience manifest? What one thing can I do? And it doesn't matter how small it is, it's just one step. What one step can I take today? So it involves aligning your actions, your behaviors, everything. I, as I've mentioned in previous shows, work very much on healing at the same time as growing. Because as I'm just about to move to a new level in my own life and in my own experience, I become aware that there's a limiting belief, that there is a part inside of me that's not quite congruent or aligned with where it is that I want to go. And that can be super frustrating, but also very powerful, knowing that this part of us has come up for healing, because our goals and our dreams generally tend to be on the other side of us overcoming that particular challenge or opportunity for healing. So it does require knowing what your dreams and your goals are, making sure that they are aligned with your values, and then bringing them into tangible existence. And that's what when I say physical manifestation, is tangible existence. So we can say to universe, you see this, and you can hold the vision of it in your mind, or you can get a feeling and a sense of it in your heart. You see this, universe, this is what I want to create. This is what I want to have as part of my reality. This is my dream. This is aligned to my higher vision, not just of me living a peaceful, joyful, purposeful, loving, authentic life, but helping the world at the same time. Manifestations, by the way, are always a bit more powerful when you have a higher purpose in mind as well. It's not just about the I, it's about the we. How by me having this, will this make a difference in this world? And holding that vision in your mind and feeling the activation of it in your heart and saying to the universe, show me what one step can I take to realizing my dreams? What one step? And then this brings me into the conversation of our nervous system. I don't know about you, but over the years, my nervous system has been pretty nuked. There's been a lot going on. There's been a lot going on in there was a lot going on in my upbringing. There was a lot going on at school, at work, in relationships. And quite frankly, cutting a very long story short, my nervous system was fried multiple times. So as a result of that, with the awareness that we have these two parts of our nervous system, the sympathetic nervous system, your cortisol, your adrenaline, and your lactate, or the parasympathetic nervous system, which I referred to earlier, which is your dopamine, your serotonin, your oxytocin. There you go, I was able to say it then. When we understand this, we understand that the parasympathetic nervous system is imperative when it comes to positive manifestations. It's how do I activate my parasympathetic nervous system? How can I get my nervous system into a space where it is relaxed, it is at peace, it is open, it is expansive, it is in a space of allowing? Because our sympathetic nervous system closes us down. It creates constriction. It blocks. It's almost like if you've got a long corridor and you've got all these doors of manifestation ready to open for you, it's slamming all the doors shut. In fact, it's not just slamming all the doors shut, it's slamming the main door to the corridor shut, so you don't even get an opportunity to step into that space because you are in survival mode. Your body is doing everything that it can just to survive each moment, and it's got bob hope of actually going into any form of manifestation as a result of that. So yes, aligning your thoughts is important, but you can align your feelings by relaxing your nervous system and doing things that make you feel good. I know we hear that a lot. It sounds a bit cliche, doesn't it, in the manifestation world? And I wish we could get around it, but it is fact. We do need to learn to relax our nervous system to connect with better feeling feelings and then take action. There's no point in taking action from a restricted, tense, and tight nervous system. Because with the doors shut, it's not going to go anywhere. It's just going to create more friction and more frustration and more feelings of survival and lack. But when our nervous system is open, it's expansive because we take good care of our mental health, our emotional health, our physical health. Every single door in that corridor swings open and we are in the divine flow of all possibilities. And then with aligned thought, aligned action, and heartfelt intentions coming from a deep space of authenticity and integrity, we are then in the perfect energetic chemistry container for enhanced manifestations. So developing new neural pathways through visualization, through affirmation, from a relaxed nervous system, and repetition, repetition, repetition is absolutely going to strengthen your ability to succeed. We know affirmations are powerful. They create new neural pathways in our brain. They make us feel good. When we feel good, we attract amazing things. So affirmations are important. And one of my favorites is, I am open. I am open and I am receptive to all good, all good. Say it with me. I am open and receptive to all good. Not some, not a little, but all good. I allow good of every form to come into my life. I am a good magnet. I'm a magnet for all good. Oh, and then you start just feeling even better and all these wonderful affirmations. I'm in the divine flow. Life loves me. And start coming out. And we're literally sparking new parts of our brain by thinking new thoughts. And if we only think that thought once, we create this little spark. If we keep thinking that thought and thinking that thought and visualizing what that thought looks like, we create this beautiful neural pathway in our brain. So positive neural pathways are formed in this way. And this is all about neuroplasticity and how our brain is completely pliable. Like old Newtonian science would say that our brain wasn't changeable at all. Well, I'll tell you what, if that's the case, I'd be stuffed by now. Thank God I've been able to work with my brain. Thank God I've been able to do some of the things that I've done. It's really helped with my mental, emotional, and physical well-being. Okay, so which leads me on to the next part that I want to share with you today. So why is belief alone insufficient? Now, the term manifestation can sometimes mystify the process of achieving goals. It just makes it feel like it's something that is for alchemists or chemists or witches or wizards. We're all alchemists. We can all turn base metal into gold. We can all turn our negative emotions into positive emotions, our negative actions into positive actions. We can all do that, which means we are all alchemists. But it's so important to remember that empowerment lies within every individual's ability to turn dreams into reality. It's not giving your power to someone else. It's you having the power to do this for you. It's not draining someone else's energies, expecting somebody else to do it for you. It's you learning your strengths, your own unique goals, and becoming empowered to be able to turn your dreams into your reality. And this is all empowerment, is all about taking that action, not waiting for somebody else to do it for you. What one thing can I do for me today to help realize my dream? Changing your thoughts, listening to positive audio over and over and over again. I'm always listening to some kind of self-development book or podcast or something or another. And this absolutely helps to cultivate positive neural pathways that are absolutely essential for manifestation. The mind is connected to the body. So when you think in a certain way, whether it be positive or negative, it impacts your nervous system. So whether your stress response or your relaxation response will activate. But also your body then activates your thoughts. So your body's then connected to your mind. And if you start feeling nervous about something, it's going to create more nervous thoughts. So the important thing for you to remember here is you, in this moment, my dear friend, are empowered. Where are your thoughts directed to right now? What is it that you're creating through what you're thinking? So we know that the law of attraction says that positive thought and positive actions attract positive outcomes. Beliefs influence your actions. They influence your body language, what you believe about yourself. You know, I'm a strong, beautiful, powerful man or woman will determine how you stand. You know, a lot of people who have rounded shoulders, which I have to be very mindful of myself. I felt very, there's carrying the burdens of life. So you can also tell a lot about yourself, about how you hold your body and your overall energy. And that also then affects how people perceive you, and how you're perceived will then also be how people will then support you. So you can see it's like this big domino effect, this long knock-on effect. But that is why fostering positivity and optimism increases your opportunity for realizing your dreams. And we do need to be reminded of this. I don't know about you, but I need to be reminded of this constantly, because I do have one of those minds that defaults into negative thinking and catastrophizing and depressive low mood. I have one of those minds, but I'm aware of it, which means that I do something about that. So I practice gratitude. Most nights, I'd be telling porkies if I said I did it every night, because it was the odd night that I don't have my journal on me for whatever reason. But in the main, I practice gratitude to boost my own mind. But it's also been proven that gratitude boosts your immune system and helps you to bounce back from challenges even quicker. I mean, hallelujah, right? So we've spoken about engaging in activities that can help you release oxytocin, dopamine, serotonin. This is whether it's listening to music, practicing mindfulness, just whatever it is that you might want to do, enjoying somatic movement or dancing. And then just setting yourself small yet achievable goals throughout the day, so that you can then break them down into actionable steps. And what that will do is help to build your confidence in yourself, but also help you to trust yourself that you have your own back in life. And remember, having a very, very clear vision of what it is you want and where it is you want to go. So manifestation is not a mere belief system. It is that, but it's also a scientifically supported concept involving positive thinking, habitual action, rewiring of the brain, self-love and self-compassion. And understanding the intricate processes behind manifestation, you can harness the power of your thoughts and then do aligned activities. Set your intention so that you can shape your desired reality. And of course, on our next show, we're going to be exploring further dimensions of the law of attraction, which I absolutely love spending time with you to do that. So I will be back with you the same time next week, exploring more of the beautiful intricacies of the law of attraction and how to boost your manifestations. But for now, sending you boundless love, and I'll be back same time next week. Bye for now.
Thanks for listening. Salarah Starre will be back next week with great insights into the law of attraction. In the meantime, please visit salarahstarre.com.